Bing bong, bing bong. It's starting to smell and feel a lot like Christmas, isn't it? Getting a little bit. See, guys? Bing, 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 bing. This is like, I think this could be a bell. I should put a bell in this one.
I like it. Could you please come by the house and check my clock?
So hello. I'm back on track, back to back with you guys. Once again on Carnivore, because I want to talk about the food that you'll be eating during Christmas. We have had our Thanksgiving dinner on the 1st of Advent, which is always Sundays. There are 4 Advents. And the 1st of Advent is always after Thanksgiving. And that's when we celebrate Thanksgiving here, because in Germany, you don't get off. Thanksgiving is not a national holiday, a bank holiday, or however you want to call it. It's just, you can decide if you take off with your family, but we don't do that. So we do celebrate Thanksgiving on the 1st of Advent, the first Sunday right after Thanksgiving. And I put that turkey in the oven, very, very low temperature, baking.
I'm going to call it cooking. A lot of people say cooking nowadays, although I think as soon as you put it in the oven, you're going to say baking at all.
And it tasted amazing. It was really, really great. We had a very, very nice time. Family was here. There were a couple things that were not carnivore on that plate. And I thought it was okay. Not too much of that. I was thinking about, how am I going to go about Christmas now? How am I going to do this? There's a lot of baking going on. There are a lot of pies, cakes, potatoes, everything that has to do with carbohydrates. And it's a little bit stressful at first. At first, I thought it would be stressful. And then I thought to myself, I've incorporated the intermittent fasting. It's such a great tool, especially when you're on carnivore and you're starting to notice that nothing's really happening, or you're incorporating a little bit of carbs here and there. You're doing a ketovore, maybe even. The intermittent fasting is magical. I did lose a lot of stomach, by the way. Lost a lot of that stomach. Just do intermittent fasting. It's great. I can recommend. So I incorporated the intermittent fasting, and the intermittent fasting is helping me eat when I'm really hungry from Mondays to Fridays. It's great. The Advent is going to have a little bit of carbs, but basically the healthy carbs, of course. I'm a little bit against the too strict carnivore. I told you guys this before. I am going to continue to be carnivore until February. And February was when I started carnivore, because I wanted to do 1 year of carnivore. And I did. Of course, there's the here and the there's. We've been talking about that. And Christmas might be a bit heavy loaded, not too strict, because this is the time we get together. We eat a lot, and we eat a lot of meat, so I can really fill up my plate with meat. But I'm going to taste this and that. As long as I don't fall into that trap of eating a lot of carbs, I'm not going to beat myself up. It's so cute. I need a bell in here. This is the only thing I wanted to talk to you guys about, that I think around Christmas it shouldn't be so strict. And it's only Christmas. The one thing I'm not touching at all, not even, let me taste it, is alcohol. I just don't need it. We used to have the eggnog stuff and the wine and, heavy drinking, actually, Christmas time. That's not where I'm going. I'm not having that. The inflammation in the body after having alcohol is such a waste of life, time, and energy. And also having too much sweets. I think it's okay to, have this and that. Auntie, bake some cookies. You want to try a little piece of that. It will depend on you. Are you able to just try that little teaspoon of pie and just leave it at that? Or is it just going to go on your nerves and sort of mess up your whole day? You know yourself best. If you can have that cookie or that teaspoon of pie just to taste it. I can't. You notice I'm working on this in my head, trying to get this in a clean and clear space so that I know how I'm going to act and react. I'm the one that's doing the cooking, so that's a good thing. And the intermittent fasting, very, very strict, 7 days a week. Intermittent fasting is helping me. Whatever I do, I don't want to beat myself up, and whatever I eat, I want to plan for it. We have 4 Advents where we have great dinners, and then there's Christmas Eve, of the first day and the second day of Christmas. These are the days where it's very, very food central situation here in the family, which is okay to me, and I can decide what am I going to put on my plate. This is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be very, very deliberate about what I'm eating. This was my Thanksgiving plate. I wanted to blend it in. Basically, I had a lot more turkey than you can see here, because this was my first plate. And the second plate, I only loaded up on turkey and the gravy. I looked at my blood sugars during that time, and everything was fine. I just don't know what happened to my acoustics. They were gone. And I have to do something with my acoustics. It's been going on my nerves for a month. Last week, I didn't even have time to come down here and record stuff because we were having the Thanksgiving I told you guys about on the first Advent, which is beautiful. Something has changed. Had a little glitch in the acoustic there. So that's what I want to talk to you guys about. The food you're going to eat during Christmas. The food I'm eating during Christmas. I'm going to be very deliberate, and I'm going to not be so strict. I'm not going to freak out. I'm hoping that that's not a mistake. I'm pretty sure it's not, because the intermittent fasting, like I said, you always push the reset button, and it's the whole body is like, you can really feel how great intermittent fasting is to your body. And you can start with the clean food. The Advent Sundays and the Christmas days, they don't worry me too much. So let me know, what are you guys going to do Christmas? Are you going to eat everything you just get your hands on? Do you have a plan? Are you, like me, not too strict? Are you very strict and it's fine? Do you have any ideas how you can be very strict and still be happy at Christmas? Any ideas, guys? Just share in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. What are you doing? The most important, of course, is stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy and wealthy. And I will see you in the future. Bye-bye.